So I just wanted to talk about Canva, which is the online ebook I am doing my book on. So I was originally going to do it on an app called Cilentro, but that was just so confusing and just wasn't working. And also I didn't have time to print off my book because I didn't have time. So I had to change it. I had to go for an ebook, which is good. So Canva, I think because I'd been through quite a lot already emotionally with the Wix, I kind of knew what was coming. So when I came to doing Canva, I was a bit more calm. But actually it wasn't as difficult. It wasn't as difficult. They had so many different formats and stuff that I could use. So it took me a while to pick one of them, actually. Picked one. But anyway, yeah, that's not the point. Kind of putting on all my information, that was a little bit tricky at times. Everything was jumping about quite a lot. But when that kind of came to a calm and to a standstill, it felt a lot better. But obviously making a book is like something I would never do ever. I would never make a book. I'm not a writer. So that was really challenging. And it was really challenging, like, confidence wise. Like, I've literally had to overcome so much. Like, I've been so stressed, like, can I make a book? Will people even want to read this book? Does it even look like a book? Does the front cover look good? Is it presentable? All these things I've just had to... And when I feel like this, I just want to curl up in a ball and hide, and I just want to run from it because I can't deal with it, and it's something that people are going to look at and judge, and I can't deal with that, and I'd rather just do something that no one can see, and I just want to, like, I just can't cope. It's just too much. So I've really had to just be strong and disciplined with myself and really talk to myself and just keep going with it, even when I feel like, oh, like it's not right, or I just feel embarrassed about it, or just people are going to laugh at me, all the things you tell yourself. I just thought, just keep going. What you've got is going to be fine. It's going to be good. So I've overcome that kind of anxiety and like self-doubt, because I just have had so much self-doubt lately, in myself and in everything, and doing a book was like, it just felt so exposing. I just felt so naked all the time. I was wanted to put it off and not think about it. So I feel like it's really challenged me emotionally to just believe in myself and really kind of get things on the pages and on the paper. And as it started to come together and I started to have kind of a storyline through it and chapters were developing, it started to feel good, and it started to be like, well, no, like, this makes sense, like, I can do this is something I can do. And I'd never think that I could make a book, and I've basically made a book, and that's like, wow. And I feel like in the future, in my career, if I start teaching or do anything like that that's like with dance, that I could make a little leaflet or a booklet for like kids, or even anything, even if I want to work with women and psychology, which is something I'd love to go into, and how we feel about ourselves. Basically what I've done for my book, but on a much more kind of intellectual level, when I have time to read and study and do all of that stuff. And I think I could, like, maybe in the future make my own book, like another one, but like really proper sick one that's like I can spend like a year making. And I just feel so excited, like that. Like, even though I don't know everything to do yet, like, I wouldn't know what to put in it, I feel like I could just make it, and I feel like that's something that's so, like, fantastic that I've learned, and, like, of such a good skill, and I can take this into so many different things. I can help people, I can make, like, all sorts of stuff, like, book related. Doesn't have to be a book, a leaflet, a mini book, a guidance book, a little positive book of love. Or, do you know what I mean? Just loads of different things like that I could create. I just feel like it's opened my mind a lot more to things that I can do, because I didn't think I could do it, stuff like this. And if I'm not really interested in it, I just dismiss it. And there's been points with this project and with the book, where I've just been so tired and so over it that I've just honestly wanted to stop. Not because I don't care, because I do, but when everything just gets too much, I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And I feel like my personality, I either really love something and I'm really in it, or I'm not, and I don't care, and I leave it. But with this, I couldn't do that. I had to keep pushing through it. I had to overcome that. I feel like I've overcome that, and actually, even though I haven't had enough time, and I might not make the most excellent thing in the world, I still overcame it, and I had to do it, and I've made a book and a website. But the book is like, wow. And, you know, I could probably still get the book printed. Obviously, it wouldn't come in time for hand-in, but maybe I will just print it, actually, and get it printed off and keep it as, like, something that I can have and as something that I've achieved. I think I will do that, actually. But, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Anyway.